Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Wherever you are, we are here. We are your fun, always fun, Historical Commission. It's April 12th, 2016, and we do have a quorum, so we're going to start. And the first thing, order of business today is introduction of our new member, Charles Chuck Cherpick. Do I pronounce that right?
Yes.
It's hard sometimes. You should see how I spelled it the first time.
It's appreciated when somebody can pronounce it correctly.
Yeah. He joins us tonight. He was appointed last night by the selectmen. He was sworn in this afternoon by Ora Finn.
It's 4:25. That was really cool.
Just got it in legal. He can vote tonight with us. So we're pleased to have you, Chuck.
Thank you.
In front of you, the minutes of the March meeting, and 3 of us are available to vote on that. So, do I have a motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept the March 8th
All
Dudley
right.
Historical Commission minutes.
And a second?
Second.
All right. Any questions? Any additions, deletions? Hearing none, I'll take it to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, that was good. We do not have a financial update tonight. There's nothing major going on anyway, so it's not a big
Was
deal.
that quorum okay with that vote? Can we do that? 3 out of 4
Yeah, how many?
present?
Yeah, out of the number that would have been at the thing would have been 5. So we would have been
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 present.
We had 6
There
present,
were 6 present.
and we have 3 here.
3 here.
I think we're covered. It's not nuclear science.
Okay.
I'm real not worried. So no financial update. Let me jump right to demolition on 2 West Main. Update for you folk. I had a discussion with the National Grid representative about 2 weeks ago, and I CC'd you all on an email. The 2 West Main is the old Stevens retail building.
Yes.
Just as you come into town, folks, from Webster, on your right. They will probably proceed with demolition of that building in late summer. And we hope to have, and then it might take them a couple of months. And then it will, all of the granite facing will be taken down and palletized, which means put on pallets, and sent to the town barn for our use in other projects in town. And so that's the one good thing of that. And I do hear footsteps. There he is,
Hello.
Chris.
Just some time.
We just zipped through a couple of items, nothing major, but please say hello to Chuck.
Nice to meet you.
New member, sworn in last night.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we got a full complement, except we're missing 2 tonight. So there you are. We're up to the demolition of 2 West Main, and I was just saying that they're going to probably do it late summer.
Okay.
The grid talked to us, and you got a CC on that. I think I got all of you on that. And so for the folks at home, yeah, what will be replacing that building will be a low wall and landscaping, which will actually work out as a very nice view up toward Stevens Linen. And the Stevens Mill, we think, might even be on the schedule this late summer, maybe early fall, if they can get their permits in line. They did meet with with the planning board and indicated what they're up to. And you could expect, 135 roughly apartments, 1, 2.
The last number they gave us was 142.
142.
But that's
Could
just
change.
the latest thing.
Yeah.
The only application, the only material that actually counts for anything is the very last one that goes into Mass Historical. When they're all
Okay.
done. Until then, they're free to jump around every which way.
All right. Any questions on the demo coming up? It'll be
No, I
like-
just don't want to forget about the sign regarding the
Right,
Grand
we,
Trunk.
good point. We should be crafting what we want for a sign. We do have a picture, so we just need a narrative. Are you volunteering for that
No.
committee?
I'm sorry, well,
I'll tell you what, I'll work with Chuck, and that'll be
that'll
our
be nice.
project.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Getting to know you kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
So Chuck, you've been roped in already. We'll come up with, and then maybe like for the next meeting, we'll bring you some option A, option B kinds of things, so you can see what it would look like. All right, good point. Now, Historic District project, progress. On the corner here, for those folks at home, you will be getting a picture of a 3-ring binder. This is the guts of the project that went to Boston last week. It doesn't go to them in a 3-ring binder, that's just so that we don't lose all the pages. They get it all in loose leaf with a massive, I don't know what you'd call it, whole clip. It's a clip, it's more like a vise holding that all together so that they can distribute it and change it and do whatever they need to do with it. But officially, it's there. Cover letters and everything went in. How soon we're going to hear from them? Take your bets. We could have a pool. Is that legal? Do we have a pool?
Sure.
We should do it amongst ourselves because it could vary anywhere from we'll hear something in a few months to I have to call them in 6 months and ask if anything's happening. They could take at least up to a year to deal with it.
I'll email Sarah and ask her what she thinks.
Yeah, but each one goes differently. And they haven't treated us well. I can't imagine they're going to get any better in that thing, but we can always hope. So anyway, that's it. It's coming. Each property in the district, from the Carter House all the way to the church, is listed in there with a photo. Don't move. I'm going to go right behind you. I'm going to flip this so that people at home can see. There's a cover page for each property, and I'll get a map here too. There are maps in here delineating what the properties are in reference to each other. And for instance, in this one, this is a part of the tavern, so it shows side views, back views, a picture of the plaque that says it's already in the National Register. And then there are narrative pieces that explain what's going on, especially that road being the first real road through the town anyway, pre-town, and then in the town. And still Center Road, a chunk of it. They haven't eaten it all up. I think Center will finally stay. So any questions on having sent that out?
I just want to ask you, are the people in Boston aren't under any kind of time limit at all? They can go forever in making the decision?
Right.
There's no legality involved there?
No.
Okay.
No. And their attitude is we'll get it done when we get it done. But it isn't like a clock. Like we're allowed a month to do a demo permit. You know, we gotta get it in. No, there's no clock that begins with them.
Okay.
And the problem will be, I mean, if they have more questions, we've worked with them now. This should be pretty tightly done. But if they've got something that they don't like, that they object to, and then we have to change out some pages, that takes a little more time. And then they need to schedule a meeting with all the property owners, and that will be held probably in the tavern or somewhere close. And they can come in and get a presentation and make comments or get questions answered. We did one of those meetings similar to what they'll do 2 years ago. So the property owners have already been clued in on it. But to see the final product as it's going. And then after that, it goes back to Boston, and they schedule it. They meet 4 times a year, so it gets into one of their rotations, one that has to be presented. After Boston approves it, then it goes nationally.
The bond went pretty fast track. I think it was about a year
Yeah.
for the bond. Stevens district took about 3 years. It was long and drawn out.
But that was a big district. The barn was just an addendum
Yeah.
to the tavern, so it is what it is. My hope is sometime in 2017 it'll be done. Early 2017 would be really nice, a year from now. But that's a kind of hopeful, really hopeful position to take. Okay, other questions? Should we, we can't break out the champagne yet. But it's coming. All right, we're already down to future events for the town. Do we have
Do you have one
something
first?
coming? I have one. I actually do. The 21st of this month, April 21st, 7 p.m. at the Black Tavern. The next presentation is going to be kind of interesting. It's about a woman that dresses as a man to fight in the Revolutionary War.
Mhm.
So, should be fun in this day and age of what gender is that?
Yep.
And were there, so the question is, were there bathrooms for them? There you are. Oh, I can hear them chuckling at home about this.
Are you going to mention this one too?
No,
Okay.
because it's tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right.
And
That's
they'll
not
never,
gonna
they'll
be
never
on-
get there
yeah,
in time.
They're never going to get there in
No.
time. However, on April 30th, the Dudley Conservation Land Trust is having a program at the Black Tavern as well on black bears of Massachusetts. They got to prove their citizenship. It's
Black
at
bears.
Saturday. That's Saturday. It's at 1 o'clock, and it's Michael Morelli from Mass Fish and Wildlife, I believe. That's the right name of the department. Is coming to do the presentation.
Do we have a pizza?
No pizza for you, Mike. There will be some light refreshments. Light refreshments, yeah.
You got it's a stick and a carrot, Chuck. You go. Either beat them up to get there, or you lure them in. That on black bears, that's going to be great. And what time is it?
1 o'clock on a Saturday
1
afternoon,
o'clock.
April 30th.
Yeah.
You get some kind of French fries coming up?
We have French River, but it's tomorrow night, so that's why I said it's too close.
Yeah.
It won't work. I could warn you in advance, the May program for the Black Tavern is on the old, is it called the Connecticut Trail?
Connecticut Path.
Connecticut Path,
Oh,
and that's going to be really good.
yeah, that sounds interesting.
And I'm a little wondering if we're going to get a good turnout for that. We might have to put it in the barn.
I think you should use the barn for something.
Well, our problem is we're going to have the yard sale in the barn.
Oh, well,
The Black Tavern yard sale is
14th,
14th of May.
yeah.
That program is the next week, and
We're going to have stuff.
we've got to get stuff sold and out of, please
Okay.
come to the yard sale. Sold and out of there,
Okay.
and then whatever's going to be held for the June event would have to be tucked away, but I think we could do it. So we may try to get the barn up and ready for that meeting.
That'd be great.
Because I think that'd be a great presentation, so let's look forward to the third Thursday in May for the Connecticut Path. Okay. We also, I could mention, by the way, we have put in for a Malza grant,
There you go.
and we'll see how that's going. We were trying to get the first families of Dudley inscribed on the stone on the town common. And I think it's long overdue, you know. In the grant application, I indicated we were always saying things about people that serve for the town, but we forget the first group that was here, you know, subject to Indian raids. You had massacre in Oxford, not that far away. You had Indian raids in Woodstock, Connecticut area. So these people actually came out, cut the trees, built their cabins, and homesteaded the land. Perilous times, even if you aren't being attacked by somebody. Just you know, when you think about the health issues at that time, and when I went through all the birth records for the first families to establish who was here, it was interesting. You know, you were amazed at how many children they have, and then you realize you had to have that many children.
Infant mortality at that time was desolating. It was just horrifying.
Yeah. So we're hopeful if we can get that. It wasn't terribly expensive. It's about $3,000, and if it doesn't come through in a Malza grant, we'll look elsewhere because I think it's important. It's been long neglected. So that was actually more under preservation projects. Any other future events,
Well, I got
projects?
preservation project. I just want to let everybody know that last week, the January funding cycle of historic tax credits for historic rehabilitation over at Stevens Mill came through. The developers of Stevens Mill were awarded an additional $400,000, which brings us right now to a total of $5.6 million. And last night the selectmen voted a letter of support for the April 30th funding cycle. That will come to a close, the submissions will come to a close on April 30th, and it will be awarded sometime in mid-August.
Do we have any clue if this project goes as designed at the moment, what their projected cost is? Any idea? Have they said?
Well, I've been running since 2005 with a number of 35 million.
35, okay.
And they told me earlier this year that a more realistic number at this point would be 40 million.
Wow.
And all these are estimates at this point. The only one that really counts will be the last one
Yeah.
for final submission to Mass Historical Preservation DAS and National District Historic Preservation.
Well, that's pretty exciting. When you think you've got a $40 million project coming into the town, it's going to have a big impact.
The administrator told me he estimates it will be worth $500,000 a year in taxes for the town.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a good point for him.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, any other business? Member concerns? Anything, Mike? You happy? I'm entertaining.
I'm happy now, I know what's coming.
A motion to adjourn. Chuck, would you like to make that motion? Chuck made the motion.
Motion.
6:52.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, folks.